Hello everybody and welcome to week 2 of Drinking with Dave. This week we have a special treat because the first batch of our home brew is ready. Now if I'm honest, I've already had a few of these. They're very, very good. We'll do some tasting notes. Let's see what these are. It smells really malty, a little bitter. They're so good when they're cold, they really are. Well, this batch is a Cooper's Dark Ale and we've brewed it with dry malt extract. Because on the first brew we did the lager, I decided to do a regular brewing sugar. But I thought I could kick in an extra couple of bucks for the dry malt extract, and we went from 4.5% to 5.6, I think, on this one. Very malty smell. The dry malt extract really adds a lot of flavor. Incredibly good. I don't know if you're able to see the start when I did the pour, but a good storm is created underneath that the swirling. See at the start when you pour the beer, that's referred to as the storm. I think it is anyway, because if it's not, I've just made that up and I'm very proud of it. Oh, the footage I took of the brewing the bock, which is going up this week by the way. Oh, so much went wrong with that. I got flustered while doing the bock footage, and it ended up that I dropped the top of the brew can into the syrup and I had to pull it out again, and then there was leaking in the tap and I had to sterilize my whole arm and put it in the beer. I had to tighten down the tap from the inside while it was already full of beer, and the beer was too hot and we tried to jerry rig up something with ice and it was just a nightmare. But you know, the temperature eventually dropped down to about 26 and I pitched the yeast and it's happily bubbling away. I've got a little video on that as well. Signs of positive fermentation. Give this another taste because this is excellent. The head disappeared quite quickly on this one. I don't know. It seems to be that individual ones are some are a little stronger, some are a little weaker, but most of them have been holding their head quite well. I mean, I poured this a couple of minutes ago and then did, you know, my lighting checks and stuff, and the head fell. It's well carbonated. We carbonated this for 2 weeks, I think. Carbonated 2 weeks in a hot press. The hot water heater is outside and there's a big copper tank in the house which stores the hot water. So I put all the beer in these plastic Cooper's bottles. This one's full. Put all these in there as well for about 2 weeks and they cleared magnificent. I don't know. I'll try this here. Let's see, maybe you see how clear that is. I mean, it really is incredible. Now the light's changing it. It looks a little lighter than it is. It's actually quite dark, as you can see there. I think it's incredibly good. I mean, it cleared very well. The cake at the bottom of the bottle is a little, see that white there maybe? That's all the dead yeast cells that fall out of it, and it's pretty compact so it doesn't mix into the beer when you pour, if you pour it right. Yeah, so the bock footage was interesting. That'll be going up sometime this week, covering a whole range of stuff from sterilization to signs of positive fermentation. So I'll get those videos up. They're fairly short, but I'll try to get them up over the course of the next week. I don't know what the hops is they use. I think in most of the Cooper's kits they use something called Pride of Ringwood hops. I don't know Pride of Ringwood hops from Adam, but it's nice and bitter and it smells good. We had a bit of a snafu with Homebrew West. We ordered in the bock kit and the wheat beer kit, and we got the ingredients for all of those and the carbonation drops and everything, but we ordered 48 bottles and there were none. So I got onto Homebrew West on Friday and they said they're sending the bottles out first thing Monday morning, which means they'll arrive here Tuesday, which is very good, which means we don't have to worry about bottling the bock at all. I was collecting these actually, these big 750 milliliter Pepsi bottles, and I've been drinking a lot of Pepsi recently to try to get enough of those. I mean, I think for a 23 liter batch of beer, yeah, I need about 30 of these, so that's to get 23 liters worth of space in bottles. I tried one of these when I was doing this batch, and it turned out quite well. I mean, there was a very big ring of stuff on the bottom of it, but it turned out well, and I'm happy with it. So definitely going to be getting a batch of these. I over-carbonated it on purpose to see would the bottle rupture, and it didn't. So very happy with that. So we started the bock on Saturday, but what I'm probably going to be doing is bottling it on the next Tuesday or Wednesday. Not up from the Saturday, but you know, the next week. So Tuesday week, I'll be bottling the bock. Then it'll sit for at least 2 weeks, the same as these dark ales, and then we move on to the wheat beer. The problems I'm running into this week, man, the technical problems are unreal. I just have to explain this quick because I've just switched to another camera because this camera, the better camera that shoots in HD, isn't working right now. So what happened this week was that I recorded a bunch of footage of doing all the stuff, and then I ran out of space on the card, so I dumped everything that was on the SD card onto my sister's laptop with the intention of getting it off, putting it on my laptop. It was stupid, I know. Getting all the footage off her laptop, putting it onto mine, and editing it later. My sister left with the footage on her laptop, and thus I can't get it, so I have to get it back off her later and then upload the footage later. So everything is kind of coming in backward real, but in the end up, I seem to keep ending up with really good beer. I mean, the first batch wasn't great, but this is outstanding. So yes, in that scattershot approach, I have explained what we're doing for the next week. We will be checking in on the progress of the bock, we will be bottling the bock, and then immediately afterwards, probably the next day, we'll be starting up a wheat beer with started brewing sugar. Happy brewing to everyone out there. I'm going to have another one of these, and then try to get this video sorted out because it's currently now on 2 different cameras, 2 different memory cards, and 3 different laptops. So, organization next week.